Hey, how's it going, everyone? I wanted to make this video to show you how to find the percent of values between z-scores on the calculator. So this should allow us to not have to rely on the table of z-scores, and we should be able to just use the calculator to get all of our answers. So I'm going to take a look at page 98 of the workbook, guided example 7 here. They want us to, it says to use the table where you're going to use the calculator. It says to find the percent of values from z equals 0.4 to z equals 1.2. On the calculator, you'll see this vars button, and right above it in blue is distribution. So we're going to press second vars for the distribution menu, and then we're going to go to option 2, NormalCdf. My version of the calculator looks like this. If yours doesn't, then I'll show you in a second what to do. But for now, either way, it's all about finding your lower and your upper bounds. The calculator needs to know what slice of the standard normal distribution curve do you want us to find the percent of values under. So we need to have our lower and upper bound, which will just be the smaller to the larger bound, or the left to the right. So like 0.4 and 1.2, 0.4 is smaller, it's to the left of 1.2. So we're going to plug in 0.4 for our lower, and then press enter or the down arrow, and then 1.2 for the upper. Make sure mu and sigma here are 0 and 1. That just tells the calculator we're dealing with a standard normal distribution. And then if you press enter on paste and enter again, there we go. It's about what, 22.95%. And that would be our answer there. So it's pretty straightforward. Just have to figure out your left and right. There are some catches here, like for guided example 8, they want us to find the percent of values above z equals 1.59. So if you picture, you should draw these, by the way, on a little normal curve and look at them, but 1.59 somewhere off to the right, and when it says above, we're going to be shading all the way above 1.59, all the way off to technically positive infinity. But when we set up our NormalCdf function, we still need a lower and upper bound. So 1.59 is on the left, and we want to go up to infinity, which we can approximate with some kind of large positive number. Truthfully, it doesn't need to be that large. 999 is fine. I think even if you use just 9, because these are standard deviations, 9 standard deviations away from the mean is so far above the mean that you're basically going to have 0 area down there anyways. But if you just do something large and positive, that will approximate positive infinity, and then you'll get about 5.59%. Okay, one more example. Let's do practice 8 here. This one says below negative 1.25. So if you draw the curve and you picture it, you have negative 1.25 off to the left, and then we're shading below that, so all the way to the left. This time we would be approaching negative infinity. So we'll do a similar trick, second distribution, NormalCdf. And so this time our lower is negative infinity, so we're going to use the negative symbol and 999 to approximate negative infinity. And that's pretty much it. Our upper bound was negative 1.25. And we get about 10.56%. Okay, so hopefully this should make your life pretty easy when it comes to finding percent of values underneath the standard normal distribution table, or the standard normal distribution curve. We get to avoid the table by using this method. So real quick, if your calculator didn't look like that, let's see, if you go to mode, it's the stat wizard thing, right? I realize some models of the calculator don't even have a stat wizard, so I figure I'll show you how to do it the other way. But it's pretty much the same thing. We go to NormalCdf, but instead of entering the lower and upper, we have to kind of type them in manually. So if we go back to guided example 7, that was 0.4 would be our lower. Oops, 0.4 would be our lower. And here we have to enter a comma, which is right above 7, and then our upper, which is 1.2, and close parentheses. And that should give us our 22.95%. Okay, so that's your workaround if you don't have the stat wizard. All right, I hope this helps. Let me know if you have any questions, and thanks for watching.